Amazing. So we're going to start lying down with the ball or your pillow, whatever you've got, between our knees. Today, and kind of like last week as well, it's going to be focusing on hamstrings, inner thighs, and core. That's kind of my aim. So let's hope I can get that right, because sometimes I do go off on a little bit of a tangent. But let's hope for the best. Okay, I have now muted you all. Um, Perfect. You can obviously pin me if you want to. And we're going to start with our ball or our pillow between our inner thighs. Okay, so lying back down. I like to take the ball pretty high, up between my inner thighs, but you can totally play around with that. You know, like if you feel like it's nicer having it between your knees, that's totally cool. Once you're down, just take a moment to bring your feet flat to the floor, knees up to the sky. Close your eyes just for a moment because I want you to feel that the thing that we were talking about last week was how much pressure you're exerting on the ball. Okay, so try and get the ball feeling super equal between your inner thighs. And we're going to just notice the pressure with our legs in parallel. Um, is this pressure that I'm exerting on the ball nice and equal? Just lying here. Nice, okay. You guys stay right there. Cool. Just adding someone in here. So, we've got the ball between our knees or between our inner thighs, lying back down, feet flat, knees to the ceiling. Equal pressure on the ball between our legs. Let's take the hands to our lower belly. Okay, you can still keep your eyes closed for this. We're going to start to breathe nice and big, deep belly breaths, inhaling in through the nose, ideally, unless if you've got a blocked nose. Exhaling out the mouth or the nose, creating a little bit of resistance with the shape of your mouth. So it's quite nice to create a sh or a s or a any kind of sensation that's going to allow you to elongate your exhale. I usually go with shh. Okay, so it's an inhale. As you inhale, I'd like you to try and feel your hands actually fill up with breath. So your hands are on your tummy. Try and feel your hands actually rise. Exhale. Start to elongate the exhale a little bit more now. So big inhale. Feel your hands actually fill with breath. Exhaling through a straw or making a sound like me, start to deepen that exhalation, drawing your navel to your spine. Get rid of all of the air on that exhale. Nice, 4 more breaths. So big inhale, fill your hands. On your exhale, yes, draw navel to spine, but try not to squish your lower back into the floor. So we're actually trying to stay relatively neutral here into the lower back. I want you to be able to draw your belly in without squishing the lower back down into the ground. Last 3 breaths, inhaling, filling your hands. Try and soften through the neck and shoulders if you find that they tense up. Some of our neck muscles are accessory breathing muscles, but we do want to take it more down into the abs. Last breath. On that exhale, I want you to really get a sense of abdominal activation as you draw your navel in, draw the rib cage in towards the center. And you're going to keep that breathing style. On your next inhalation, start to arch into the lower back, almost as if you're trying to push your belly into your hands. Lift your lower back away from the floor. Exhale, allow the lower back to round into the floor now as you draw your navel to your spine. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward. Exhale, tip the pelvis back. Good. Last 2. Inhale, tip the pelvis forwards. Exhale, tip the pelvis back. Adding on. Inhale stays the same. Tip the pelvis forward. Keep big toe contact with the ground. Exhale, squeeze the ball between your inner thighs as you draw your navel in and imprint your spine into the mat. Keep going with that. So inhale, release the squeeze of the ball. You might need to adjust the ball to get more purchase on it, to get a really good squeeze. Exhale, tuck round into the lower back, draw the belly in, squeeze that ball equally between your left and right legs. Inhale, arch. Keep going. Takes a few rounds before you can really start to get rid of all of the stale air on your exhale when you squeeze that ball. So I don't want you to inhale until your exhale is complete. Okay. Go for 5. Inhale, release the squeeze. Nice. Exhale, really deep squeeze, really deep exhale, imprinting through the spine. Good. Inhale, release the squeeze. You should start to kind of feel this connection between the squeeze of the ball and a little bit of kind of lower abdominal activation. Okay, like we were speaking about last week. Keep going, by the way, you got 2 more. There's a fascial connection, something called your iliopsoas fascia. It's a tissue connection between your abs and your muscles of your hip, and that's what we're trying to really connect to here. Last time, inhale, arching into the lower back, releasing the squeeze of the ball. Exhale, draw lower belly in, round into the lower back, squeeze the ball. Nice. Okay, come to center, releasing the squeeze. Find a neutral spine and take your hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. Nice. Okay. We're going to add a little bit extra onto that movement. So we start with the inhale and the arch. Exhale, squeeze the ball, tuck, round into the lower back. Exhale, and now bring yourself up into a crunch. Exactly. You read my mind, Lizzie. Nice. Good. And then you're going to slowly come down, releasing everything. Now, this release, try not to just mentally check out. Go slow. Try and equally release your pressure on the ball between your inner thighs. Exhale, squeeze, tuck, lift. Look at your tummy if you can. And a lot of us, even me, my tummy wants to expand to the ceiling, but I want you to actually pull your navel in. Pull your tummy in, and then take it down. So we want that abdominal container to kind of compress. Inhale, expand into the abdominal container on your inhale. Exhale, squeeze, tuck, lift. Good. And then slowly come down. So it's a big inhalation, big exhalation. Moving at your own pace now. Good. Really nice. There are quite a few things to focus on. So, just like take your time at the top position. Let's go for about 6. Feel the equal pressure between your inner thighs on that ball. Notice if one leg wants to take over the party. Last 5. Exhale. And down. Last 4. Inhale. Exhaling to come forward. Nice. Last 3. Inhale. This can create quite a nice sense of core work coming up. I've started making very action-like sounds on my exhale. Let's find it quite fun. Last 2. Okay, last one. Let's see if we can hold at the top, all right? It should be pretty burny, hopefully, at this stage. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Squeeze. Yep, come all the way up. Squeeze the ball. Look at your tummy. Pull it in towards the ground. Now, I just want you to try and breathe here. How the hell are we going to do that? We're going to breathe into the left and right sides of our lungs. So see if you can take an inhale into the left and right sides. Exhale, squeeze the ball a little more. Come up a little higher. Draw your tummy in a little more. Breathe into the left and right sides of your lungs. Exhale, squeeze the ball a little more. Draw the belly in a little more. Come up a little higher. Last time, breathe into left and right sides. And exhale, come up a little higher. Squeeze a little more. And then slowly come down. Oh my goodness. Well done. Okay, keep the ball where it is. Unless your inner thighs are dying and you need to get rid of it, that's totally cool. Okay, but if you can, keep it where it is. If the ball's super high between your inner thighs, you might like to move it up just a smidge just to get a little bit more purchase on it for the next little bit. Okay, hands are going to come down alongside the body, and you're going to try and find a neutral spine here. So we're not imprinting, we're not arching, we're just a happy medium. Okay, and that's part of the challenge, to try and maintain that position. Try and draw your rib cage down into the floor, lengthen through the nape of the neck, and soften the shoulders. Okay, you should already feel your core just a little. Let's slowly suspend both legs into tabletop. That should be like, hey, core, how's it going? And then soften into the shoulders if they've tensed up again. Take an inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the ball between your inner thighs. Good. Inhale to release the squeeze. Maybe open up your eyes and look at your knees as you squeeze the ball and see, is that ball tracking with your chin, with your nose, with your belly button, with your sternum? So you're not squeezing the ball slightly over to the left of you or over to the right of you. That ball is cutting you down that line that splits you into left and right halves. Let's try for 6 more. So neutral spine. Strong exhale on the squeeze. Draw navel in without imprinting. Inhale to release the squeeze. Nice. Exhale, squeeze. Draw navel in without imprinting. Keep the knees above the hips if you can. Good. Inhale, release, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Very nice. Looking good out there. And 2. Inhale, release, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Try and maintain that neutral spine. Last time. Inhale, release, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze and hold if you can. Press your lower back into the floor. So tuck and round your lower back into the earth. Draw your lower belly in and up. You should say hello lower abdominals right now. Nod your chin towards your chest. Come up into flexion. See if you can reach those fingertips long towards the wall in front of you. Nice. Take the ball away from your inner thighs. Take it into your right hand. Stretch your right leg forwards. Nice. Thread the ball behind your left leg. Put it into your left hand. Good. You see where we're going? Thread it behind the right. Bam. Good. Nice, Lizzie. Very. Yes. So it's going behind one. The other one stretches forward. 10. Good. 9. Breathe. 8. Nice. 7. 6. You should feel pretty solid with your spine on the ground. 5. 4. 3. Good. 2. And 1, and take it down. Well done. Nice. Little windscreen wipe of the knees from side to side. Great job. Whew. Okay, so let's let both knees plonk or windscreen wipe over to the left and just hang out there for a moment. So let the legs go all the way to the left. What you're doing right now is you're stretching your right external oblique. So you want to breathe into the right side of your rib cage. Other stuff is stretching as well. Bring your knees back to center and then just take the knees over to the right. You should feel a stretch over the left side of your rib cage maybe. That top or left side of the rib cage, that is your left external oblique. Breathe into that left side. Well done. Bring the knees back to center. Cool. So we're actually taking the ball back between the inner thighs again. It's not going to be more core, but we're going to use the ball now for some bridge work, okay? So your hands alongside your body. Before you do anything, guys, again, just make sure that that ball is feeling equally kind of pressurized between your 2 legs. Take an inhale at the bottom. And as you exhale, we're going to tuck, round into the lower back, pick the pelvis up, come into a bridge. Nice. Okay, cool. Perfect. Take a second at the top there, guys. And I just from what I see, think about drawing your rib cage down. So as if somebody just put like a boulder on your chest, your ribs are going to draw through the front of your body. And I want you to lengthen into your lower back a little bit more. So essentially tuck, mounding your pubic bone kind of towards the ceiling. Press your big toe edges of your feet into the earth. Okay, now try and stay up there. Take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze the ball between the inner thighs. Just notice if one leg wants to do more work than the other, try and equalize that squeeze. And then release the pressure on the ball. Let's lower the spine down one vertebra at a time. Okay, one more like that. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to bring yourself up. Stay at the top. Nice. Lengthen into the lower back. Think about really, really long lower back. Big toes press into the floor. Squeeze the ball between your inner thighs. And then think about pulling your navel in and up. Squeeze your booty more. Lengthen into your tail a little more. Good. And then slowly take your spine down. Nice. Okay, inhale at the bottom. We're going to hold the bridge at the top just a little longer now, okay? So exhale, come up, tuck, lift. Okay, cool. So from here, guys, I just want you to take a moment to start kind of pulse squeezing on the ball on an exhale. So I'm going to squeeze the ball, and then inhale, release the squeeze. Exhale, squeeze the ball, so I'm staying kind of up in my bridge the whole time, inhaling and exhaling, and on my exhale, I'm squeezing the ball. Cool. What you might feel in your body as you squeeze the ball is that your butt wants to lower down towards the ground. I want you to imagine that there was a really hot candle right beneath your booty, and as you squeeze that ball, you're actually lifting higher away from the heat of the candle. So as you squeeze the ball, can you push your feet through the floor and lift your butt up higher rather than letting it sink down lower? So you're going to get this feeling of hip extension. You're opening up the front of the hips towards the ceiling. Keep your rib cage closed. Maybe reach the hands up towards the sky. Just a teensy-weensy little bit extra. Stability required for that. And we go for 10. Nice. 9. Try and match your breath with the squeeze now to get the lower belly in and up sensation. That exhale is going to help you lengthen into the lower back. Keep your booty nice and high, going for 6. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades down to keep the tension out of the neck. 5. Butt should be talking to you a little bit. 4. And 3, maybe get a little more serious about the squeeze. Last 2. And last time. And then let's take ourselves all the way down. Take the ball away just for the moment. Just remove the ball from between your inner thighs. If your inner thighs are dead and you just need to take a break, please do. Otherwise, bring your insides of your ankles to touch, insides of your knees to touch. So I'm walking my feet and my legs completely towards one another. Exactly. Cool. So my legs are now touching. I'm going to round into my lower back and squeeze my butt. Even that movement, just keeping my bum on the ground, you should feel like inner thighs switch on, bum switches on. Keep your knees touching, keep your inner thighs touching. See if you can pick your butt up off the ground into a little bridgelet. Good. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Keep squeezing the whole inside seam of the legs together. And we're going to hold this for a minute. You should kind of hate me right now. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs, guys. Lift your butt a little higher. Push the inside edges of your feet through the floor. Hold and breathe. Let's focus on our breath. So big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, draw navel to spine. Squeeze the inner thighs a little closer towards one another. Inhale in through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth. Keep breathing, keep breathing. So nice little bit of endurance here. Maybe nice is not the right word. Stay lifted, stay lifted. Squeeze the knees together, squeeze the tops of the inner thighs together. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep on squeezing. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8. Lift a little higher. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Okay, well done. Let the knees windscreen wipe from side to side. Nice and slow. Good. I'm kind of passionate about hamstrings and inner thighs at the moment because I feel like they're just so neglected and they're such a key component to hip and knee health. Okay, so let's come up into a seated position. You're going to place, I promise you this is the last thing with the ball between the inner thighs. If your inner thighs are like, hell no, I've had enough, then you can just forget about the ball if you want. But take the ball back between the knees coming into a seated position. Okay, or your pillow between your knees, whatever you have. Cool, so sitting up nice and tall, finding your two sit bones. Let's lengthen up through the crown of the head and reach the arms forward. Okay. We're coming into a little bit of C-curve work here, and as we do our C-curve, what I want you to notice is your knees. So if one knee shoots forward or the other knee shoots forward, it's an indication of what your pelvis is doing. So we want to try and keep the knees super parallel. So I'm going to round into my lower back. I'm going to tuck, round into my lower back on an exhale, and start to draw all the way down into a C-curve. I'm going to pull my lower belly in and up, and then I'm going to slowly come back out of it. Okay, so let's all start that. Brilliant. We're all together anyway. Cool. Inhale, length through the spine. Exhale, tuck round into the lower back. For now, just focusing on equality of movement. So the equality of my left and my right leg, the equality of the gentle pressure that I'm exerting on the ball, and slowly coming all the way back up. Okay, let's add a little squeeze of the ball once we get down into our C curve. So slowly come down into your C on an exhale. It's quite nice. Good. Soften the shoulder blades down and just pause in your C depth. Tuck. So draw your pubic bone in and up. Yeah? And then inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the ball. That should help you draw your lower belly in. Inhale to release the squeeze. Let's go for 8. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Good. Inhale, release the squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Watch your legs. Look, what are they doing? Which leg is doing more? Are they equal? Last 3. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades down. 2. Nice, Paula. Last time. Inhale. I know this is intense. You will feel your lower back muscles work. Pull, squeeze. Good. And then slowly come forward. Just hinge over your thighs. Take a moment. Good. Really, really well done. Last set of that. We're going to come into the same thing. But once we're in our C, I'm going to offer you the option to come into this. Okay, so we're going to like suspend the legs off the floor. What tends to happen in this this is like teaser prep, is the tummy pushes forward. We're going to focus on really drawing the navel in. Okay, so let's do it together. I can see the excitement building on your face. Okay, reaching the arms forwards, lengthening up through the crown. Let's tuck, roll off the sit bones onto the sacrum. You don't have to go crazy deep. Okay? All right, let's do 6 squeezes. Inhale to release the squeeze on the ball. Exhale, squeeze, pull your tummy in. Inhale, release the squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release the squeeze. If my breathing pace is too quick or too slow, feel free to breathe at your own pace, yeah? About 3 more. As you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades down. Nice. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Your abs should really be feeling this now. Lower back will work as well, but take breaks. Squeeze and hold. Okay, keep that squeeze. This is all about equality. Okay, start to lift the heels of both feet off the floor. Just keep the pinky toe or the toes on the ground. Maybe lift one foot off, other foot off. We're now in an open chain. Just your muscles working here. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Let's see if we can pulse squeeze on that ball. Tiny little quick squeezes with the legs. Let's go for 10, 9, 8. The legs might really work differently now that the feet are off the floor, then you're in an open chain. 6, 5. Little squeezes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the ground. Hinge forward. Nice. Can we just get like an indication of where we felt this? So for me, I actually felt it in my lats. Interesting. Okay, hip flexors, abs, glutes. Interesting. Lower back. Yes. Okay, cool. Well done. Cool, guys. Let's come into all fours. So all of those areas are legit, and it just shows like how different we are, right? We all kind of feel it in different spots. That's totally normal. Cool. So we're going to be on all fours. Put your ball just to the side of you for a second. I just want to warm up the wrists really briefly. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and you're just going to literally walk your left hand out to the left hand side, right hand out to the right hand side, and turn your fingers towards your knees. We're going to kind of walk the hands along the circumference of a circle, just to kind of warm up the wrist joint, turning the fingertips out the way, out the way, out the way, all the way around till they point towards the knees, and then in the way, in the way, in the way, all the way till they point forwards again, like a cat baking cakes on your sofa. Okay, let's go for like one more round. Do. Very nice. And then I just want you to end with your fingers pointing back towards your knees if that's available to you. Otherwise, just get as close to that point as possible. Nice. Well done. We're all there. Okay. So what we're going to do from here is a forearm flexor stretch. So you're going to allow your booty to pull back towards your heels. Let the heel of the hands lift up off of the mat and just get that stretch into the forearm flexors. These guys work so hard when we hold on our phones and on our mouse pads and type all day. Slowly bring yourself out of it. We're going to come back in one more time. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly draw your booty back towards your heels. You can let the heel of the hands lift up over the mat. Good. Holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, very nice, 1, and slowly come out of it. Well done. Take your hands off of the mat and just gently shake. Gently, like really kind of lazy shakes. Cool. Well done. All right, if your wrists need a break, guys, for this little next bit, please take the breaks if you need it. But I'm going to take the ball behind my left knee. Okay, ball behind my left knee or your pillow, whatever you got. Okay, so we're now going to activate into our hamstrings a little bit more. We're going to come down onto our forearms. Let's actually do that, just a strategic break for the wrist. So come down onto your forearms, spread your fingers nice and wide, and push the floor away through the whole of the forearm and hand. And then you're going to lift the left knee up, up, up. Good. Cool. From here, just notice your lower back. It's going to probably want to arch on you. So think about drawing your navel in and up. Good. Lengthening through the tail. Well done. Let's bring the left knee in towards the left elbow. So I'm not going to let my left knee touch the ground, but I want to bring my left knee in towards my left elbow, and then I'm going to take it up towards the sky. The left knee towards the left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the sky. Good. Inhale. So good. As I take that leg up, I'm already saying to myself, what muscle do I want to fire here as the knee goes up? Well, what muscles? It's gluteus maximus and your hamstrings, okay? The glute max, bum muscle, that's what I want to feel as that leg goes up. Alongside what I'm working in the rest of my body to maintain stability. So push through the floor through that right shin, push the floor away through the forearms. Keep the spine long, last 2. Tucking the chin towards the throat, magnetizing the back of the skull back towards the ceiling. Good. Last time, you're going to hold that ball up, hold that knee up. Okay, now I want you to think about popping the ball. You're going to kind of crush the ball between your calf and your back of your thigh. So you're going to pulse it in, squeeze on the ball. Almost like you're trying to pop it. Yeah, exactly. Go for 10. Keep the knee nice and high. 9. 8. Pull your tummy in and up. 7. 6. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Keep squeezing that ball. Come onto your wrist. See if you can navigate nice and gracefully up onto all fours. Ha 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 ha. Or onto all threes. From here, you're going to start to draw a circle with that left knee. The ball is still there. Okay, so I'm drawing a circle. Down, up, back and around. Right glute should start to talk to you. Nice. Try and keep the elbows straight now. So push the floor away. Yes. Last 2 in this direction. Good. And last time, let's take it opposite way. Pull your tummy in and up, in and up, in and up, in and up. Push the floor away, push the floor away. Good. Go for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hold on to that ball. Take a look at me. I'm going to tuck the toes of my right foot under. A little bit of hope and faith required for this one. Bring your knee in towards your chest, that left knee in, and I'm going to try and shoot myself up and back into a single leg downward facing dog. Yes. Nice. Okay, take a second. Square out through those shoulders. Brilliant. From here, I'm going to kind of ripple myself forward, bring my left knee towards my left armpit. Bam. Good. Come up and back. Find your left glute as that leg goes up. Okay? Knee to elbow. Up and back. Okay, have we got 5? I think we do. And in. Nice. Push the floor away. And 4. And lift. And 3. Nice. And lift. Still squeezing that pillow or that ball. That constant hamstring activation should be brutal. 2. Last time. Good. And then slowly bring both knees to the mat. Well done. Get rid of that ball. Come off of the wrist for a second. Take a break. You guys okay? Well done. Cool. I got a thumbs up. That's good. I'm glad I chose to come onto the forearms to give the wrists a little bit of a break. Let's go straight on over to the other side, if you can. So, ball behind, right knee. Second side is always burnier, I find. Probably shouldn't tell you that, but you probably know already. Spread your fingers nice and wide on the mat in front of you. And ideally, guys, you're pushing that floor away, not just through the pointy bits of the elbows, but through the entirety of the contact that you have with the mat. So from the fingertips to the palms, to the forearms, down to the elbow. And then lift the right knee up. Nice. Cool. Try not to let your left booty poke out to the left-hand side. So push the floor away through that left shin, lift out of the left hip as well. And then bring right knee towards right elbow. Take it up. Good. Bring it in. And take it up. In your mind, connect to your right glute, so your right booty. Okay, that's what we really want to feel as we take the ball up. Lower back muscles will work, but that should not be the prime kind of mover here. Okay, go for 4. And lift. I can feel my arms. 3. Yeah, Lizzie, I can see you. We've got 2 Lizzies in the house. I feel like you were both shaking your head there in agreement. Okay, last time. Lift up and hold. Do something with your right foot. Flex, point, or floint. Something. Do something with it, and then you're going to try and crush that ball. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. As you squeeze, lengthen into the lower back. Pull your tummy in. Pull your tummy in. Push the floor away. Pull your tummy in. Squeeze the ball. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing the ball. Come onto your wrists. Bam, bam. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Get it nice and strong. Let's start the circular movement. Doesn't matter the direction. Try and make it big whilst being mindful of the lower back, not just arching to get you the height and the range. Okay? This is the hip joint, the ball and socket of the hip. Last 3. Push the floor away. Push the floor away. There's a heat beneath your face. Lift away from an imaginary candle beneath your nostrils. 2, 1. Reverse direction. Pull your tummy in. Pull your tummy in. Good. We reversed. We got 3. Keep squeezing the ball nice and tight. 2, 1. Okay, keep squeezing the ball. This is where we come into the down dog shape. So you tuck the toes of the left foot under. I like to bring my right knee in towards my body, and then as I shoot my right leg back, I lift into single leg down dog. A little bit of momentum. Yes, you're all there. Well done. Take a sec. Get settled in. Push the floor away nice and strongly through the heels of the hands. Good. And then we're going to ripple it forward into that one-legged plank, right knee, right elbow. Squeeze the ball more. And then take it up and back. Exhale forward. Good. Inhale up and back. Let's try for 5. Exhale forward. Inhale up and back. And 4. Exhale forward. Inhale up and back. And 2. Inhale up and back. Absolute last one. Exhale forward. Inhale up and back. So good. Take one knee down. Other knee down. Well done. Let's get rid of the ball. Okay, super job, everybody. Really well done. Forget about the ball. We're just going to take our left foot out in front, right knee back behind, and we're going to come down into just a good old-fashioned hip flexor stretch. Nice. Okay, maybe left hand onto left knee, right hand interlaces with the left hand, and you're going to push down into that left thigh just to lift yourself up nice and high. Good. Lengthen into your lower back. Draw your navel in and up. Beautiful. Okay, let's reach both arms up towards the sky, maybe interlacing the thumbs, and stretch. So what are we doing right now? We're trying to create this line of stretch all the way from your right knee, right hip, towards the right armpit. Think about that line of tissue stretching. If you tuck and push your pubic bone forward, you should get more at the front of the right hip, your psoas and your iliacus, your hip flexors. Nice. Okay, from here, bring your hands towards your heart center, kind of prayer hand shape. Cool. And you're going to rotate your upper body towards the left. Nice. Good. See if you can hook your right elbow to the right hand side of your left knee. And just come into this little rotation. Nice. Yes. Exactly. So once you've got to that, see if you can actually push your hips further forward and down. Push your hands in towards one another. So actually pushing the hands into each other to get more rotation. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. And draw your tummy in. Breathe into the back and sides of your lungs here for 5. Press the back of the skull back. Tuck the chin towards the throat. Feel the pinky toe of your right foot on the ground. Slowly lift your right elbow away from that left knee. Frame that front foot with both hands. Tuck the toes of the back foot under. Lift your back knee up. We're just going to transition through a brief plank to the other side. So left foot's going to slide back. Take a moment in plank. I'm hoping that this feels really strong right now. Hold and breathe for 10. 9. Find your bum, find your low belly. Press back through the heels. Push the floor away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower both knees down and step your right foot forward. Coming into your low hip flexor stretch. Good. Well done. Okay. Press your right hand into your right thigh. Interlace your left hand to your right and just lift yourself up. Nice. Relaxing the shoulder blades down. Okay, let's reach both arms up, interlacing the arms or the hands in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's the thumbs, maybe any other way, really. Just reaching up. Think about energy really lifting you up, 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 as if you were trying to pull your rib cage off of your pelvis, creating space for your internal organs. Squeeze your left glute. Feel your pinky toe of your left foot on the mat. Tuck your tail a little more. Good. And then bring your hands into that prayer shape. Good. Your rotation is going to come from your center. So as you twist to the right, think about the line of twist across your belly button. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and see if you can hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Good. You're going to lean a little bit forward here for this. Push your hands in towards one another to create a little bit more rotation. See if you can press your hips a little bit deeper forward. Pull your lower belly in and up. Think about pushing your right foot through the earth to help you lift your belly. Magnetize the back of your skull towards the wall behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Hold and breathe into the sides of your lungs for 3. 2. Every exhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Good. Last breath. Well done. With the power of your muscles, lift yourself up off of that right thigh. Place your hands down, framing the front foot. Last plank, I promise. Okay, tuck the toes of the back foot under, lift the back knee up. Let's come into our last plank, slide that right leg back. Good, holding and breathing. Think about that line that we've worked so much, the line of the inner thighs. Feel that line, use that line to help you stay nice and stable in your plank. So you could even think about kind of isometrically pulling your feet towards one another on the mat. Lengthening through the lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Knees down. Untuck your toes. Sit your bum back to the heels. Shell stretch. Good. We're going to take about 5 more breaths here in our shell. Feel free to do any other movements you might want to do. So, if your body's just saying, oh, I just really want to do this right now, please go for it. Your body is a lot more intelligent than me. Bring yourself back, or if your booty was kind of moving from side to side, bring it back to center. And then move both arms over to the right side of your mat for your side to side breathing. So both arms over to the right side of your mat. To feel that stretch over the left side body. Muscles that you're stretching right now, your lats, your intercostals, and again those obliques. One more breath on this side. If you feel you need more time here, please take it. Otherwise, other side. Okay, so both arms are over to the left. Think about pulling your right booty cheek back towards your right heel, creating the longest line possible from that right hip to the right shoulder. Maybe walk the fingertips of your right hand a little bit deeper along that line. And then target your inhalation into that space between each rib. Relax your cheeks and your jaw here. Beautiful. Bring yourself back to center. Good. Walk your hands back, up, sitting on your honkers for a second. Guys, come onto your booty. Crossing the legs, doesn't matter which leg is in front. Let's take one exhale and inhale to close things off together. So let's reach the arms up. Maybe interlace the thumbs and stretch the arms up. Good. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Good. Just stretching out the glutes for a sec. Good. Walk yourself up. We're just going to cross or swap which leg is in front for the final breath. I think I said final breath like 3 times now. All right. Other leg in front. Last breath in now. Inhale, reach up. Big stretch. And then fold over. Got to be equal through both sides. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. And then walk your hands back up. And my friends, it is now 46 minutes past. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope your inner thighs are okay. And yeah, thank you. Are you all right?